I don't know why I do pulls, because I never ever like do what everyone else wants to do. I don't know why. Um, I just don't. So there's that. My kids are asleep. Hubs is with them. And what I wanted to try, I know I tried it earlier. I wanted to try, hi Metro. I wanted to try out the makeup that I got from my Slay Glam Glow Box. I know I did use the palette, but I felt like I used kind of like darker colors more than, I hope you're feeling better, Metro, or your foot, or, yeah, your foot. I hope it's feeling better. I'm good. I have some time. I have a window of time to be able to try out this palette that I got from a beauty box subscription. And I know I already tried it out, but I have different colors in mind. When I first tried it out, um, I used like the dark Mirage, and I did use that color. I used that color. And then I think I used that color. Whoop! And last night, I was trying to figure out like how to use the color story. I was playing with it a little bit, and I didn't really like the way it turned out. I recorded a video of me doing it, which I just ended up deleting because I was like, yeah, no, that's not gonna work, you know, kind of thing. So I figured I could come on here again. You guys want me to use Natasha Denona, which I will use. My next makeup video, I plan to use that. But I want to do some chit-chatting for a minute. Oh my goodness. This is going to be like a chit-chat, get ready with me, using the palette I got from the Slay Glam box. So, color stories with Nikki Rich. I know, I suck, dude. Like, I'm not an artist by any means, and I will say that. Like, I just fucking suck. Um, I suppose, hi vegan. I suppose, like, I've gotten better at makeup artistry, if that's what you want to call it. But I don't know. I mean, it's very interesting. Again, I showed this to you last time, and I used this last time, so that's probably why you guys didn't want to see it again. And I get that, but I want to try it again. How's everyone? I was watching Real Stream News. You like the color Dunes? Me too. That's actually what I'm gonna use it today. And they were talking about Foodie Beauty, and I'm like, like I can't watch it, you guys. Like I was kind of tempted to start like speaking on her, but I can't do it. Like it's just so depressing. Like what I don't understand like why. Apparently Nader, her husband or boyfriend, I don't know much about her, is abusing her, like slapping her around and shit, and like, granted, like a trigger warning went up, but it just made me feel some kind of way. Like, I don't like it. I know everyone likes talking about it, but I just don't. I don't, like, I personally would rather talk about, I was watching this one thing on kids that remember their past lives, or kids that recall like choosing their parents and shit like that. Like, I find that so much more intriguing than, you know, um, 210 and her stick figure boyfriend. Like, I don't get it. I don't know. It gives me a bad feeling. It makes me feel like depressed and stuff. Um, it just makes me feel sad. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I just get like a bad feeling. But it's sad that she's getting abused. I don't like that. I don't like when anybody gets abused. It's like, I don't know. That's what everyone's talking about. Did you really? Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know anything about them vegan. Like, I recently started to get into it because people that I watch are covering it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay. And so, like, I'm kind of like sucked in. And it just seems so awful. It just seems like such a sad fucking scenario. Like, you know, here's this older gal. She's overweight. Who knows what other problems she has. She's morbidly obese. Like, and she has this, like, weird, scrawny Muslim boyfriend. Like, did they meet on 90 Day Fiancé or something? Like, is there a reason why this is so popular? Like, I could understand if, like, there was a TV show she was initially on or something, why people would want to follow it. I think it's great. I think basically all are total assholes and liars, and I think it's hilarious. At least there's no kids involved. Yeah, that's a good point. Thank God. But, or, you know, higher power, whatever you wish to call it. But, freaking, dude, like, it's just depressing. Like, it makes me depressed. I don't know. I'm not the same, like, YouTuber I used to be. Because I remember, like, I used to be very, like, combative, like, with trolls and, like, very, like, feisty and, like, just, I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for, but I used to be very kind of, like, in a negative space. And so, Andy Dick, what about Andy Dick? It is sad, Metro. He's in an RV? How is Andy Dick in an RV? I'm so confused right now. There's an RV community? You guys, you know, okay, so I was watching Real Stream News, and he was talking about, like, he showed the footage of him hitting her, and, like, he's, like, really abusive. He's just, like, because he wants to bang her friend, and she's like, no, and, like, he's, like, all abusive about it. So, obviously, like, this chick's getting used, you know? I mean, it's just sad. I just think, granted, I don't know all the ins and outs of Foodie Beauty, okay? I don't, but what I've seen thus far, did he get his green card through her? Like, does anybody know? Like, hopefully you guys can, like, fill me in on some shit, because I'm kind of like, why is she with him? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. I mean, unless they're just doing this for, like, views, which a lot of people do on, like, YouTube and stuff. They'll, like, create fake madness so that way everyone watches, you know? Like, is that what's going on, or is this real? Like, it's hard to tell. Because, again, I just barely started watching them. I know nothing about Nader and Foodie Beauty. I don't know. I don't. That's why I'm asking you. Like, if you in the comments below can, like, explain, like, who this Nader guy is and, like, how they meet, and, like, I just find it such an odd, I don't know. It's really off-putting to me that some chick can get like slapped in the face like 100 times and like nothing happened to the guy. Like, it's weird. I don't get it. Like, I'm confused. I mean, I understand she's paying his way. I know he lives with her. I've gotten that much. But again, like, I can't reiterate the fact that it's just such a sad, to me, that's just so fucking sad. Like, I never really, actually in the past, I never really enjoyed, like, watching stuff, like, watching people, like, that are down and out, or, like, doing less than me, or not, as, happy or successful. Well, I'm successful in a lot of ways. Many of you may not see them, but I'm aware of all my successes in life. And, I don't get off on that kind of shit. Like, I'm not like, you know, ooh, this person's like totally fucked off and look at their life, ha ha ha. It's just, I can't fucking do that. Like, I used to be able to do it with trolls and shit for like a while. I was able to, like, you know, not give a fuck about a troll, and like, you know, when bad shit would happen to them, like, think it was funny. But now, I don't know, I've just changed. I don't know if that's because now I'm a mom. Like, it's something weird happens to you when you... Like, I almost want my old school Nikki back, because I used to fucking be, like... It's insane that women would try to destroy each other off someone like Nader. I know! He's got Sweet D that bad girls go crazy over. Like, really though? Like, I don't know. To me, I can't I don't understand, and I really want to, and I keep trying to, because I want to make it a topic of conversation on my channel. Well, I did. So I need to learn about it, right? Like, if you're going to talk about something, try to figure out as much as you can. You're definitely better off watching YouTube free movies. I do watch YouTube free movies, by the way. It's just, I don't get it. I don't get the fascination. I don't understand, like, why people are just so infatuated with it. I don't know, guys. Help me here. Help me out, please. Like, just enlighten me. I still don't get it. I mean, from what I've seen, I now feel badly for this woman, whereas before I was kind of like, ooh, like, gross. Like, who watches her, you know? But now that I've, like, seen, like, what takes place in her, like, day-to-day life, apparently, I no longer feel that way toward her. Like, I'm now like, oh, shit, she needs to get out of this fucking scary situation. That's my opinion. Like, she probably needs to, get help, you know? And that's kind of where my stance is now. I mean, I don't think I really had a stance. I was just kind of like, ew, who could stomach watching her? But now I'm like, poor thing. She needs to get out of a sticky situation. Like, she needs to help, you know? So, I don't get it. Like, where did they meet? Did they have a show? Was it like 90 Day Fiance that I didn't see or something? And he got his green card? Like, what's the backstory? Trolling Foodie Beauty is just a toxic way for people to cope with their rage about the world in general. She met him on Tinder. Okay, so he was already a citizen. Because he has a very thick accent, you know? It's very, very thick. So I made the assumption, like, you know, which is bad on me, but, you know, well, I don't know these people. Or some hookup app like Bumble. Yeah, okay. So she meets this dude who's obviously into bigger women. Okay. Has a fetish for bigger women. And they're married now? Or is that just her boyfriend? Because she could easily just kick him out. You know what I mean? If he's slapping her and shit like that, she needs to, like, remove his ass from her home. Nobody deserves to be treated that way. It doesn't matter how big, tall, short, fat, race, creed, whatever. No one deserves to be treated like that. He was abusive right off the bat. And she was all tee-hee cute about it. Oh no. Okay, and then they had, I heard about the threesome, which that made me, that's when I was like, ew, this is disgusting. Like, I want nothing to do with them. Now he's with that lady. Okay. Oh my God. I hope she doesn't let him back into her life. Like, I hope she moves forward. There's a lot of men that like thicker women, you know what I mean? And then I don't just mean like thick in all the right places like me. Like, I mean, there's plenty of dudes out there that like heavy women, you know? Like, so she doesn't have to settle with some abuser. Like, I don't know. I probably said like too much, but whatever, fucking A. She doesn't have to settle with that. Nobody should have to settle. And so they're having a YouTube war and filing police reports. And she'll randomly admit that she still wants him. Oh, gross, dude. Come on. Really? And this is what we're using to distract ourselves from the world's possible demise? Like, really? Oh, Lord Jesus. Take the wheel. It sounds annoying, but abusive is never good. I agree. Like, that's what caught my eye, was that he was abusive. And I was like, what? Like, with Letitty, like, her threatening to kill herself while she's pregnant. I'm like, what? My mommy, like, ding, antennae, like, pick up. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on, you know? And then I worry. Yeah, I worry about random strangers. That's probably my own problem then. But to me, she needs to stay the fuck away from that guy. Because he kind of strikes me as somebody who would really, really like really genuinely like hurt her, like possibly kill her. Oh God. Okay, see that? Thank you for making me laugh at such a shitty situation, right? Because they're gonna want some of that Nader D. Apparently, first I thought he was gay. I was like, oh, this fool's gay, you know. He just wants the baby, you know. This was my assumption upon gracing my poor eyes upon this couple. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker's gay. He wants, you know. But no, he likes. Yeah, he's just a weird individual. I think there's always an insensitive to keep the drama raging for views, whether they're doing it subconsciously or not. True. That's a good point too. But oh my God, the video I saw, I was like, holy to me, like, honestly, if she does not get away from him, he'll probably end up like really hurting her. That's my opinion. Like, he'll end up really, really hurting her or killing her. Like, that's just my opinion. I'm not, you know, like, that's just, I have a vibe, and that's the vibe that I'm getting, and it just made me sick to my stomach. Like, it made me like really scared. I don't know. I just got a bad feeling from it, and I'm like, I don't even know if I could cover these two ever. I agree, Metro. But it's just so sad, like, how people just watch it and, like, know everything about it. Like, you know that this motherfucker has been abusive to her for how long? Like, did people just think she was lying? You know what I mean? That would make sense. Like if people are just, oh, she's bullshitting. Right? That's true. That's a good point. 100% hurt someone someday. I agree. And like, why are they letting people like that in our country? That's a good point. I'm sure he's beat every girl since he was 11. Yeah. Well, I heard he was Muslim. And I'm not saying like all Muslims beat their wives. I'm just saying like it's a common. It is common because you can actually. You're supposed to submit to your husband, like for realsies, like in the Quran it says that. So um, that you can actually beat your wife, you know. And I'm not saying that, and it says that in the Bible too, like something to those lines. You know what I mean? So I'm not like trying to be like, oh, Muslims. I'm just saying, yeah, it's a different culture. Yeah. And he's like, sounds like he's straight up like just got here. Like he has no English accent whatsoever. Like he just sounds like he just was here. Like that's why I assumed she married him for the green card, or you know, so he could get his green card. That was my assumption right off the bat. And I'm just like, oh, there's this gay guy who's like wanting to get into the to America, and he ain't going back. They're not married. Okay. So she has this live-in boyfriend, Nader, who is Muslim, and he is abusive towards her. This whole thing happened within a few days. Oh my god. So what were the rest of the time about? Because I've seen her in passing, like Foodie Booty shaves her head, Foodie Beauty eats live stream, Foodie Beauty is saying she's gonna try to lose weight. Like I've seen it like in passing, you know what I mean? I'm just been like, you know, but him and Dee Dee live together now. Oh. And Dee Dee is that older lady? Because I saw a picture. You spent a day researching? Well, I saw a picture of this older lady. Well, she looks older. And they were like kissing or something. And I'm like, ew. And I didn't click on it. I was just like, no, you know? No, though, you know? And so I just. Maybe I'm best not delving into that because it really made me depressed to see him hit her. It triggered a lot. I mean, they gave a trigger warning and everything, and sure, my dumb ass keeps watching. She's actually not that much older. She's just Oh yeah, because Foodie's 47. Foodie looks young to me. Foodie looks like she's in her 30s. That's just my opinion, but so that lady probably is in her 40s or 50s or something. But she looked old. She looks older. But I don't fucking know. All I know is my hats are off to you if you can stomach that and watch that. Like, you know, like I don't know. I can't. I'm trying. I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying. I'm trying to give you what you want. Okay, I'm trying to appease people that watch me. And yeah, I don't know. I can't say that I feel this is it to me it's just I can't. I'm trying, okay? Give me that, please. At least I'm trying. I'm trying to like watch it. But it's just awful. I don't know how anyone can I don't get it. Don't you get a bad feeling when watching it? Or is it just me? Because I immediately was like, I feel sick to my stomach. The abuse and everything. And she just like goes with it. Fuck with Aaron Carter if you ever need updates. Aaron Carter is that a boy band guy? Well, while all my girlfriends had like Backstreet Boys or NSYNC on their walls, I had Elvis. Letitia is the only thing that really triggers me. Yeah. To say the least. My God. And I can't watch her either. Like, I have to watch her in commentary videos because I can't just watch her. You know what I mean? Like, I can't. That's another one that it's just like, and the thing is about her though, I don't feel sorry for her in any way. I feel pissed off. She makes me really mad. That's pretty much it. She like pisses me the fuck off, and that's why I can't watch it, because I get mad. I get triggered, and I'm like, oh, like how are you not like 5150 right now? But yeah, this whole foodie beauty situation makes me feel scared for her safety. But that's just me. I'm more worried about Letitia's baby. You know, I care for that thing. Even though it's part of her, I still care because it's a baby. So we're going to start with Mojave. And I know a lot of you guys don't like this kind of stuff too. Like a lot of my followers don't like Letitia and foodie and all that stuff. But I know a lot of you do too. Yeah, what really like, I'll catch you ladies later. I hope everyone has a blessed day. And thanks for the prayers. Of course, always, Metro. The thing about her is when she starts talking about harming herself or just killing that baby, I don't understand how the cops had her and nothing came of that. Like, personally, you know, seeing as everyone wants to care so much about unborn babies these days, like, don't y'all care about, like, Letitia's, like, 8-month-old child in her belly? Like, that she's saying that she's going to kill. Like, why is she not held somewhere? That's, to me, I don't understand. I don't comprehend how that works, you know? But maybe I don't know the legal system or something like I should. I don't fucking know. But anyways. Uh-oh, I heard something. Hubs should be up there. Because I just wanted to do a quick look with this palette. Because, again, the color story is really interesting. You know what I mean? And you could do a lot with it. But I wanted to do like a summary kind of look while we talk about whatever we want. But yeah. Thanks to those of you that can stomach it, so that way I can watch your video and see like the bits that I needed to watch. I appreciate you. I really do. Yeah, because I couldn't, there'd be no way in hell I could just watch that. There's just no way. Okay, so I'm going to go into Horizon, which is a color I used yesterday. I'm not going to go into the Mirage color again because I feel like it's a little dark. I have noticed that with this palette, you do have to like dip in a few times in order for it to look like how it looks in the pan. But I mean, I think that's just with any... Is this a bead makeup? I don't even fucking know. It's with any like newer companies or companies that aren't like super popular, if you know what I mean. I think that's quite common. So it's not like if you do dip into it quite a bit times, you can get the payoff that you want. I'm just a very impatient person, so bear with me. But yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. And I don't know if I can, even for the sake of talking about it on this channel, I feel like there's cooler things we could be talking about, you know? Like, I was watching this one thing on kids, and some kids, like, they just remember, like, before being born, and, they were, like, explaining, like, yeah, you know, I chose you as my parent, and I think that's just, like, what? Like, it's mind-blowing. And like then they know like their sibling and what it's gonna be, and before the parent has it or the mom and dad have it. And I just found it interesting because it's like, why? How would the kid know these things? You know. Um, but kids can tell tall tales. Like I get that too, and I fully understand that. But it's just interesting, I think, to talk about. Because I mean, maybe they're actually recalling past lives and shit. It's just really, it's really interesting. Like, to me, that shit's interesting. That's the kind of shit that I personally watch. Like when I'm on YouTube and I'm like what do I watch? You know, that's usually like something that I would go to, or like a lot of paranormal stuff. Um, am I liking the way that this is turning out? Yeah. But yeah, she needs to get rid of that fool. See, the more you add, the deeper it gets. Like, it's not just like, oh, you plop it down and you get like a shit ton of color. You gotta like build and build and build and build. But once you build it, it's true. It's true to the color, which I have no qualms about, you know. Yeah, I'm scared for the baby too. I just think it's crazy. I don't know. Oh man, I've been cutting down on my nicotine gum. Like instead of a 2 sheets, I chew one, sometimes 1.5. Just depends on like what I'm doing and how stressed I am. Okay. Next color, I'm going into Dunes. And this one's probably going to go in my crease. The kids want to go play in the sprinklers after naps. So that's my plan. And then we're probably going to make Play-Doh. I'm going to try to get them to do some homework, because we need to catch up on that. Maybe the girl's getting a little rusty. So if we can do sprinklers, homework, Play-Doh, dinner, because they had lunch right before they went to bed. That would be ideal. Well, brunch rather. They had like fruits and toast for breakfast, and then I made like eggs and eggs and tortillas for like egg burritos for lunch. And then I'm probably gonna make like tostadas for dinner. Because I have a full chicken I want to roast, but it's frozen, so it's gonna be like an easy dinner night. Toast. Yeah, I know, right? Toast takes a lot of skill to prepare. But like, kids are easy like that though. Like, they don't want anything fancy. They just scrambled eggs and toast, you know? Or fruit and drink, fruit and juice, or, you know, I mean, they snack constantly. I am actually shook at how much they eat. Veggie soup every night. That sounds good. But like, do I really want to keep building this up? Like, just. I suppose I will. You know? I know why you guys wanted me to do my Natasha Denona palette. I get it. I still need to see how I like this palette though. And then, like, I don't know, it's just very, like, faint. Even though I put so much down, it's just not. Insane Clown Posse? Really? No. I've seen you do your makeup and you look, like, stunning. What shimmer should I use? Should I use Wildflower or Cacti? This is Cacti, this is Wildflower. I know they look the same on camera, but they're not. One's green and one's the shimmeriest one. That'd be Wildflower. And like, even with the actually the shimmers perform really well, I'm not gonna lie. They do. I'm actually really happy with how the shimmer shades perform. I just feel like the mattes need a little help. Like, they're not as pigmented as I would want them to be. I'm just like, I only need to dip in once and then I'm happy and everything's good, you know, the end. Like, I don't want to have to keep dipping in, like, fucking, I don't have the patience for that. I just don't, you know what I mean? Neither do I. I don't even have the time for that, really. But I'm not mad at it. Like, I would rather try, because this is the second look I've done with this palette, and I don't know. You guys tell me. What are your thoughts? I mean, it's okay. It's not like I probably wouldn't go and purchase this palette myself. I wouldn't be like, oh, I have to have it. It's just so pretty. It is pretty. If I knew how to make eyeshadow, I would do that. But I don't. Yeah, it's okay. It's not like, like again, like I can't reiterate this enough that the payoff really isn't there. The fallout is pretty bad. And I don't know, but there's been times where I've had palettes and like I did not like them, but upon using them a couple more times, like I was like, oh, okay, they're okay, it's okay, So this might be just one of those instances. I don't know. Who knows? But again, like I don't like. I would say ColourPop's better than this. That's just my opinion. Doesn't mean, you're not gonna like it. Some people like buildable shadows more than they do, that have like a instant what do you call it? Instant pigment. Like some people prefer their shadows to be buildable. I personally don't. Like I like my shadows to be extremely pigmented. Like I only want to dip in once and, be good. But this, you do have to really build up your colors. But it doesn't mean it's a bad palette. It just means it's different from what I like. Inner corner. Get some more of that sunflower. It's really pretty. It's all over my face anyway. Huh? Okay, and then I'm going to do liner, lash, and lip, and I'll be done. Oh, God. No, like for example, this one right here is extremely pigmented. Extremely pigmented. And that's the closest thing to black. And it's a navy blue, dark blue. It's called Mirage. Very pigmented. But the lighter colors, not so much. But again, I have to get comfortable with the palette before I can really fully be like, this is shit, I don't get that vibe from it, at least. That's good. But I have to play around with it a few times before I can be like, I wouldn't, What is this? Oh, the silver eyeliner. Oh, that's cool. I'm not gonna do that though. I'm gonna just put my mascara on. But yeah, I mean, let me know what you guys think of this palette if you got it in your Slay Glam box, because friggin' I'm kind of like on the fence about it. And this is my second time dipping into it. And I'm kind of like, it's okay. I just would hate for a palette. Like, I have too many palettes as it stands, in my opinion. And I would hate just to add it to the collection of palettes that I do not use, So, you're probably going to see more of this palette, so I can try it out more and 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 more. See if we can get to liking it better. But yeah, for now, I give it like a C. It's okay. It's not, you know, it's not, it's okay. It's okay. That's all I can say about it. It's okay. Because then you look at it though, you're just like super stoked and excited, right? You're like, what? Oh my gosh. Like maybe I need to start fucking around with the darker colors and stuff and play around with those and then see how I feel. Because I do remember when I used, that's a good idea. Make paint out of your junky eyeshadows. That's a really good idea. Because I just keep them. They're just like clutter, basically. And that would be much better to like use it as a paint because it's less wasteful. That's a really good, I mean, that's a really good idea. I'm gonna do a little tight lining. I think the kids, they should be sleeping. I don't know why they're awake. My husband, I swear, he's like a pushover with the kids. I'm like, dude, they need a nap. Like, let them nap. And he, I almost feel like the dark liner would ruin it. Hold on. Should I use that blue they gave me? They gave me a blue. All I have is silver. Or maybe I don't even need liner. Blue. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, you guys. Please let me know your thoughts on this palette because, again, like, I can't. Well, that's the NYX blue that I have. It's lighter. It's pretty good, actually. I'll use that one instead of the dark blue because they gave me a silver, a dark blue, and a green. And the brand name was, what was it called? Italia. I used that last night too. I used the blue and it came out purple, so I'm just gonna use my NYX. Oh yeah, soda. Oh my god, no. No soda. But I love Diet Pepsi. I force myself to only drink it on the weekends. Because I'm not allowed to drink it like every day. And I'll have like a pop or two over the weekend. I swear it's the only thing that gives me fucking energy, and I'm like, I don't even fucking know about that shit. I would almost rather have pop in the morning than a cup of coffee. Hi, Slim Stacy, how are you? Out of office? Well, I switch between Coke and Pepsi. Like I'll get over Coke, and then I start to drink Pepsi, and then I get over Pepsi, and then I go back to Coke. But I try not to drink it. Period. Like special occasions, like weekends, stuff like that. Like I try not to make it a daily thing. You know, it's so bad for you. It's literally like one of the worst things you can consume, aside from like smoking. Anyway. How funny, you'll drink Diet Pepsi if it's not diet. Well, I think that is the look. I'm happy that I dipped into this palette again. Um, you guys heard my review on it, you know. I may or may not dip into it again because that's my second time and I still kind of have the same feeling. Like the first time I was really stoked because the pigment was there with the dark blue. But, I don't know. Maybe I should do like a dark blue purpley look or something with it. But, I've been on here for almost an hour. That's my cue. I gotta go. Handle my munchkins. Get them in line. But I do appreciate you being here and hanging out. Why are bad things so good? I don't know. That's a good question. That's a really good, because they're trying to poison the shit out of us. That's why. I have my theories. I'll leave it. Well, actually, Coca-Cola was originally made with cocaine. Just putting that out there. Oh, thank you for the hearts. I love you. Are you going live by chance? I just need to like not blend it out. I always forget like this part of my skin because I'm always worried about. Let me see. There. Maybe. Thank you for the dabs and the kitties. Okay, well, I'm done. Thank you. I'll see you guys later.